Hello guys, in this video, we'll be discussing the tragic incident of the Titanic. In 1200 days, a Titanic was built by RMS Titanic, and it sank in just 2 hours on April 10, 1912. It was the world's largest and most expensive ship for its first voyage. Many people were excited to see it sail for the first time, without realizing the tragedy that would occur due to errors in its construction. The Titanic was supposed to depart from Southampton, England, and arrive in New York. The ticket prices were $30 for third class and $150 for first class, which would be equivalent to millions today. The ship had over 1,500 passengers on board, including wealthy individuals. The ship's construction began in 1960 and took almost 3 years with the hard work of 2,000 workers. It was finally ready, but testing was still pending. The first test was successful, and the news spread worldwide about the unsinkable ship. On the day the Titanic started its journey, it had some problems because of bad planning, going too fast, and taking the wrong way. But the captain really wanted to reach New York quickly, which made the ship sink tragically. The ship wasn't ready enough, and the hurry to go caused a big disaster for the people on board. The ship hit an iceberg on April 14, 1912, and within a few hours, it sank. This disaster shocked the world, and people started questioning the mistakes made during its construction and operation. On the fateful night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic sailed through the cold, dark waters of the North Atlantic. The ship was like a floating palace, filled with the excitement of passengers from all walks of life, including wealthy elites, aspiring immigrants, actors, and more. Captain Edward John Smith, at the helm of the Titanic, had received ice warnings earlier in the day, but the belief in the ship's invincibility and the desire to make a fast transatlantic crossing pushed the ship to maintain high speed. As the night wore on, the crew received more ice warnings, but unfortunately, they were ignored. At 11:39 p.m., a man named Frederick Fleet, who was watching for problems from a high spot on the ship, saw a huge iceberg coming toward them in the dark. Hearing the bell 3 times and shouted to the officers on the bridge to turn the ship away from the iceberg. He was trying to warn them about the danger ahead. The first officer, William Murdoch, immediately attempted to turn the ship left, but it was too late. At 11:40 p.m., the Titanic collided with the iceberg on its front right side near the bow. The collision caused severe damage to the ship's hull, and water began to flood in. The unsinkable Titanic was no match for the immense iceberg, and it started sinking. As panic and confusion spread among the people on board, who were used to the ship's luxury, they started to understand the seriousness of what was happening. The Titanic sent out signals for help, and they also told other ships, like the SS Californian, about the emergency. They desperately needed assistance to deal with the unfolding disaster. However, the response from the SS Californian remains one of the controversial aspects of the Titanic disaster. Despite being in proximity, the SS Californian did not respond to the distress signals and warnings about icebergs, further complicating the rescue efforts. The crew and police on board the Titanic immediately sprang into action, trying to evacuate passengers to safety. The ship's radio issued an emergency alert, and passengers were asked to participate in lifeboat drills. However, due to a mistake, only a few lifeboats were deployed, and there were not enough to accommodate all the passengers on board. As time ticked away, the Titanic continued to sink, and the situation grew more desperate. The ship broke into 2 parts at 2:20 a.m., and within a short span of 2 hours and 40 minutes, the unsinkable Titanic disappeared into the frigid waters of the North Atlantic. Approximately 1,500 people lost their lives in the tragic disaster, while around 500 survivors were rescued by the RMS Carpathia, the first ship to arrive at the scene and render assistance. The sinking of the Titanic shocked the world and led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations. New rules were implemented to ensure sufficient lifeboats for all passengers, mandatory safety drills, improved communication systems, and stricter adherence to ice warnings. The legacy of the Titanic disaster continues to captivate people's imaginations, and its story serves as a somber reminder of the consequences of overconfidence, negligence, and the importance of prioritizing safety in all endeavors. May we remember and honor the lives lost on that fateful night, and may the lessons learned from the Titanic continue to guide us in creating a safer future for all. If you like this information, please click the like button and share this video with others. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on different topics. Take care and stay curious until our next video.